Unlock the secrets to pristine images with your Sony A1 by mastering its foundational ISO. Understanding your camera's base ISO is absolutely crucial for maximizing image quality and dynamic range for the incredibly powerful Sony A1. This critical setting is not just one number, but two, depending on whether you're shooting in standard or SLog profiles. When shooting in standard JPEG or RAW files, the Sony A1's native base ISO is 100. This is the sweet spot where the sensor is least sensitive to light, resulting in the cleanest possible images with the widest dynamic range. Essentially, at ISO 100, you capture the most detail in both the highlights and shadows without introducing unwanted noise. As you increase the ISO, the camera amplifies the signal from the sensor, which is necessary to capture images in lower light conditions. However, this amplification also boosts the electronic noise, which manifests as grainy or speckled artifacts in your photos. For most daylight shooting, portraits, and any situation where you have ample light, sticking to ISO 100 will give you the best results. This is especially important if you plan to heavily edit your images, as a cleaner base image will provide more latitude for adjustments without degrading quality. Now, when you switch to SLog picture profiles for professional video work, the Sony A1 actually has a dual base ISO. The primary base ISO for SLog is 640, and there's a secondary base ISO of 12,800. Shoot in SLog at ISO 640 for the best dynamic range within that profile. Pushing beyond this, even in low light for SLog, will introduce more noise than starting at its higher base ISO of 12800. So, how do you choose the optimal ISO for your shooting scenario? Think about the light. If it's bright, aim for ISO 100. If you're in a moderately challenging lighting situation and need to avoid motion blur from a slower shutter speed, consider increasing the ISO gradually, keeping an eye out for noise. For SLog, remember to leverage that 640 base ISO for maximum dynamic range. By understanding and utilizing the Sony A1's base ISO settings, you're setting yourself up for stunning, professional-grade images with minimal noise and maximum detail, no matter the lighting conditions.